Hey, Leo. We're here to do your reading. Now back into the signs. Been shuffling both decks. We're going to start with an overall theme from Season of the Witch Yule Oracle. My light is... And I'm sorry about the smoke detector. It just started, and I went to replace it with batteries that I had. And I don't have one of those square batteries, which I can't remember what it's called right now. But I don't have one of those, so I have to go get one. So I am sorry. It's not something I plan to let live like that. Okay. Ooh, that happened fast. Okay. Frost. Number 16. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thine undead. Oh my. I got the chills. Like, that's darker than I intended. And self-care, which we've been getting out almost every day. You know, PSA. I read that, like, oh my gosh, back in November, I think. The last... Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, it started yesterday, and I forgot to get them today. So, that's why it's coming quicker. Anyways, Frost. Keywords. Divinations. Signs. Winter offers a multitude of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles are excellent surfaces for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know that the signs you've been looking for are all around you. You are guided to have more awareness and to trust in your ability to read signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by the inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe it to be a sign, then it is. The same goes for colors or words you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring things that feel like a confirmation to you. They may seem silly to others, and that's okay. You're an illuminated soul and are guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. Wild. I still don't understand the undead thing. It kind of threw me, to be honest with you. Okay. That beeping. Oh my goodness. It wasn't even doing that earlier. I'm like nervous as to why it's... Okay. So we're going to do a Celtic Cross, the Wild Unknown Tarot, and Animal Oracle. I have been shuffling for a while. I just don't like to... I like to do most of it off recording, so I'm not taking up more of your time. Okay. You probably saw the underlying, but I have not yet. So, you, the crosses, headspace. Or does it matter? Let's do that at least once. Recent past, near future. How you see yourself. How others see you. Hopes and fears. And an outcome. I mean, by the way, it's not that I can't read in other ways, and sometimes I do. I just like to do this because it's very informative for anybody who's watching. Okay, so I saw this plenty of times. The 9 of Wands. This is personally my Don't You Dare Give Up card. It's like the kind of, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, in air quotes, stairwell. But it's the moon. So maybe you see a light, but you're still not entirely sure what that even means. So, you. What? Okay. The Tower and the Empress. Now it's crazy because the Emperor is that same pine evergreen, this shaped tree. There are many trees that are similar to that. And then the Empress. That was a tower. Are you an Empress energy? Having a tower? Or is there a tower in your life in regards to an Empress? This, like, wow, this card flipped. Like, sideways. Well, not like sideways, but like, it, like, kind of kitty-cornered off of it. Like, it very clearly sealed the Wheel of Fortune. Which is my favorite card in this deck. How, like, beautiful and eerie at the same time. The sun and the moon, and the owl, and anyway, that popped out. Okay, so this Empress could be you, an energy within you, or it external. So what crosses you? Mother of Cups and the Vulture. Mother of Cups has been coming out a lot. And she looks backwards. I would say that's like an emotional hypervigilance, but like very intuitively. A very intuitive character almost sees too much. But what crosses is that the Vulture energy is always good, but in this instance, and since it's crossing energy, it actually doesn't feel that awesome. It kind of feels like, ooh, like very much waiting for the shoe to drop, like you do with the Tower. Let's keep going. I don't have a lot of time to like debate all this in a million different scenarios. If it hits for you, it'll make sense. So, Headspace. Judgment and the Owl. Kind of wild to me. Lot of bird energy. And the Owl was in the Wheel of Fortune too. So, Headspace. Trying to make clear decisions, it seems. I don't know if you're making a full-on judgment call, but with an owl, like, taking your time, making smart choices. Root of the matter. This is beautiful. Buffalo in the sun. Like, Buffalo's already has, like, the lightning tower vibes. But the sun is amazing. So maybe this Tower Empress energy is a good thing. I guess I didn't really touch on that. I always forget to, like, towers are good. They just feel unsettling in the moment. Even if it's, like, good. Good things can kind of freak you out. Or feel abrupt in some ways. But this is the root of the matter. To have sun in the root of the matter? Yeah. It's like blasting through obstacles. Like this and like the elephant card have that energy of moving through. To get to the sun, it would seem. So, recent past. Wild. So wild. So here we have the Emperor and the Bat. So... Oh my god. Forgive me. If these down here are bats who made a judgment call, a bat. The Emperor in the recent past made a judgment call, which in the current may have caused a tower. We'll see what this judgment is. It's hard to say at this point. And these connections I make sometimes are weird, but it just like it flows. Your future. Your future. No, I don't really, but I dropped it. Isn't that interesting? So we have the Firefly. And what I dropped is the Three of Swords. Not awesome, of course. But it's like Firefly is fleeting. So this Three of Swords, the depth of it, I want to say, will be fleeting. What do I mean by that? How you see yourself. Interesting. So you see yourself as the Nine of Cups, but then the Ace of Cups as well. You basically see yourself as the Ten of Cups, but it's in an interesting way. It's like you see yourself, like, it's very specifically saying that you are a stable individual within, and you have the capacity to share of your cup. I don't know why there would be such a specific separation from the 10. It's not out here. How others see you? Very, very interesting. Temperance and the Hummingbird. Like, what different energies, but still like such majestic birds. I was talking the other day about how the hummingbird, I always feel honored to see the hummingbird because it seems like such an elusive character. Herons, the great blue herons, are also elusive. But where I live, I see them often enough that I just like, oh. Also very, very honored, so grateful, and like just both awestruck, and intimidated because they got that beak and it's a little scary. I don't even want to spook them. I've never had trouble with them getting like threatened in a way that makes them act any other way than just like flying away. So what is this? I can't get over the beaks, like right towards each other. So other people see you as both childlike and majestic, but also incredibly wise and majestic. Like, how interesting. Hopes and fears. It's like part of you wants to run backwards, and part of you knows you need to just stay where you are and rest, recover, and heal from possibly this Three of Swords. fire energy, like Leo. I mean, this could be a moving forward, but it is facing backwards. Maybe it's just a running energy in general. Which I'm finally being reminded of the overall theme, which is to look at signs and take in information, which makes sense with this sun imagery on the third eye. Maybe you'll receive messages if you slow down and rest, but you're having a hard time going for that. Maybe that's not even like on your radar necessarily. Outcome. Another bad energy. Recent past, you were a flying bat. But some kind of disappointment's gonna make you do that slowdown. Now you have the don't you dare give up card in the Wheel of Fortune. But taking a rest isn't necessarily giving up. Maybe you need a pause to also reassess, which is like the same energy I've been getting. Like looking at, like giving things time and looking at them. Which is, except for what was it? I think it was just Taurus. They needed to come out of their healing. Like maybe they've been in there too long. But the rest of this has been like kind of slow down. See what's there. Yeah, and you have the self-care card too. Maybe you also need to I mean, the rune matter is blasting towards the sun. I think you need a momentary pause. I think it's gonna happen regardless. Honestly. Honestly. I think it's gonna happen regardless. Like, in the near future, maybe it's being illuminated to you that there's some pain. And maybe you're wanting to run away from it instead of sitting in it and seeing what the lessons are. There might be some kind of disappointment to make you. Because if you had the Hermit card, it would be kind of self-reflection in not necessarily the most desired way, but it's an understanding that it would be of benefit, so you somewhat elect to go into a Hermit energy. Hangman less so. But, you know, the end of the year is like a serious time of reflection. It's like these are all kind of coming out in that way. Of like, pause, take care of yourself. Like, none of these have been very rejoicey. Just totally, like, I get it. I'm gonna leave that there though, because I think it's telling you to slow down if there's something to look at. Look at it, give it the space, maybe even just let yourself rest. Maybe sleep for a few days. Hopefully you have vacation, or like the capacity to do that. And I love you. I hope you have a beautiful holiday season, and I'll see you again.